Eric Keller here with Enthusiast Auto Group. We are at EAG's main HQ, our nerve center, with 4 E30 M3 Sport Evolutions. These cars are the pinnacle of the analog driving era, the purpose-built, homologated race cars that really paved the way for all other M cars engineering and development after. We have 2 sunroof delete examples. The black on the right here is my personal fun toy car, part of the EAG collection. The one there in the background is a new arrival that has just arrived from Sweden. And then we have our first EAG Sport Evo repeat visitor that we sold last year to a client in San Francisco, and has just a whopping 29,000 miles, 48,000 kilometers, and a 71,000 mile German market car that has had just 2 owners, that spent a nice little rejuve stint at BMW Classic in 2010, 2011. The guy that sends his E30 M3 to Classic, such an early time in the car's collector, budding, he obviously cared about the car quite a lot to go and spend 11,000 euros on it at that time to bring it up. And then now, 2019 graduate of the EAG rejuvenation program, it is turnkey. This sunroof delete is really cool. It's number 9, AC 79009 is the serial number. They did go sequential on the Sport Evos. It was an optionless car, as the build sheet would note, yet remained unsold, having been ordered by one of the DTM racing teams. And a gentleman in Sweden didn't get his allocation. He ordered a fully loaded car, and so the dealer did install as much options as they could. And so that bird cage there in the middle above the Sport Evo plaque is the air conditioner return. It's a really interesting system that only has 3 speeds despite the 4-speed dial. The final stage resistor that controls the voltage to the blower. That's just a limiting factor of we'll call it dealer installed air. Yet also has the windshield wash wipe, or excuse me, the headlight wash wipe, and a radio, which the car did not have per the original build sheet. The EAG Sport Evo, this thing, we bought this thing crazy. It was a LinkedIn E30 M3 owners group, and a guy posted up, says, "What are E30 M3 Sport Evos selling for these days?" And I was like, dollars to donuts, that man has a Sport Evo. And I've been looking and looking and looking, and reviewed a lot of them to that point in time. 2014, they were just getting ready to turn 25 years of age, and sent him a message and said, "Hey, tell me about your Sport Evo." And he said, "Hey, it's sweet. I'm an engineer and I've done a whole bunch of work to it, and it's the best one there is." And I said, "Tell me about it more." And he did. "I just changed the heater core on it," he said. I'm like, "Well, if you're going that deep yourself, you're obviously mechanically inclined." So we continued the conversation. Bought the car on New Year's Eve 2014. The car turned 25 mid-February of 2015, and a week after that it hit the border, customs, and we imported it. And comes off the truck, and looked on the top there, because I never thought that an E30 M3 could come without a sunroof, because everyone I'd ever seen it had a sunroof like this and like that. Well, I looked at the top just like this and said, well, I said some things that I'm not going to repeat, because I was really excited and I was doing the happy dance. Squiggle sideways leg crazy guy happy dance. And I jumped in the car and tore butt back to this building, having unloaded up at the studio, and obviously shared it with all the crew, because it was a big day in our enthusiast chapter at the time, and first one we've ever had, first one we've ever seen in person. I love this car so much, and I am excited to go drive it home again this weekend and take the kids around. It's a fantastic driver's car. The noises, the full throttle, I can't not drive it and, like, you know, make a video every other throttle blip, but it's fun. And these two are available, as is the other sunroof delete on the right here, but we are in talks with fellow enthusiasts on actually all 3 cars, so I figured it'd be a good opportunity to make a video and show all 4 of these together, send this to everybody and say, hey, who wants what? Because you know, they're not making more of these things, and we have rejuvenated these cars. We've done all the mechanicals on all of them at this point, and they're not too far from the goal line to delivery. So if you want a, let's see, 53,000 mile Sport Evo, a 29,000 mile Sport Evo, or a 71,000 mile Sport Evo, which they're all priced accordingly, and yeah, they're going to be more expensive than other ones you're going to look at because they're better. And we would love to keep them in great homes and buy them back from our clients when they're done, and that's, you know, the EAG way, just as we've done with this one. And well, a lot of other cars that you can kind of see here in the background that are going through our process. Another beautiful summer day here in Cincinnati, and we are super excited to go into the fall driving season, especially driving cars like this. Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for more. See ya.